Fabrizio, there's a lot of very special birds, animals and reptiles here on the Galapagos. Do you want to tell us a little bit about which actually are your favorites?
Well, there's definitely different kinds of animals here, and then well, for a naturalist, I think the one species that reunites all these special adaptations and the most difficult adaptations to survive in these islands is basically the marine iguana, which is the only lizard on its kind that is able to dive and hold the breath for a little while to obtain seaweed, which is the most important food supply for them underwater.
So in terms of Charles Darwin and his work here, what you're saying is that the marine iguana is the animal that is most specifically adapted to the Galapagos.
It's one of those. I'm not just focusing on the marine iguana. If you want to talk about birds, we have the finches, mockingbirds, land iguanas, and including the giant tortoises. All these animals, in their own way, they have adapted to these difficult conditions in the Galapagos in order to survive.
Super. Okay. So obviously we're talking specifically about climate change. Everyone, well, a lot of people in the world now are very, very concerned about climate change. People love the Galapagos. A lot of people come here. So can you tell us a little bit, Fabrizio, about what do you see as the big impact of climate change here in the Galapagos? What do we really need to worry about here in the Galapagos?
Well, I think Galapagos are very special laboratories where you get to see like the real impact of all the weather conditions and different patterns on the world. This is a very sensitive area, so when we talk about the currents, the changing patterns on the currents might affect all the marine life surrounding the Galapagos Islands. The climate, the rainy seasons are no longer the type of rainy season we used to have back in those days 30-40 years ago, and we have more droughts, we have shorter rains, and this eventually one way or another is going to impact directly all these creatures and living forms we have in the islands.
Okay, so we're standing very close to the sea here. We're talking about a possibility by 2100 of a 2 to 3 meter sea level rise. So anywhere low-lying is very much at risk. So what would be the impact of sea level rise here in the Galapagos Bay, do you think?
Certainly, we do have species, organisms living, nesting and coexisting very close to the waterline, so that in case we have a serious and notorious change in the rising level of the sea, that might cause a direct impact on populations of reptiles nesting near the shoreline basically, and birds like the flightless cormorants and penguins, and so that will be the immediate consequences of the rising level of the sea.
So you're saying that these birds and animals would be at significant risk?
Absolutely, they are already in risk. If we trigger a bit more of these conditions, so probably those are going to be the seriously affected ones.
Super. Fabrizio, it's very, very kind. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us your expertise. Thank you so much.